Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Lots has changed since the last time I talked to you guys. I had set a goal for myself last year to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I missed it by like a hair. I think I got to 1,000 subscribers in maybe the first week of January. So I want to thank everybody for subscribing and joining my channel. I still plan on doing a lot of different tech review videos, security videos, things like that. But today I'm doing a little bit of a different video because I wanted to do a review, which I've paid for myself. This is not a sponsored video, but of a standing desk. I don't know about you guys, but I actually work at my desk somewhere like 10, 12 hours a day. Not all work, some fun, like I do some gaming and things like that, but I have my regular job. I have a photography business that I like to work on in the evenings, and I also do the YouTube videos. So a lot of times I'm actually sitting here for a great portion of the day. And although I've got it equipped very well, I've got, you know, the multiple screens and everything's comfortable. I have a Herman Miller Aeron chair, which I'd highly recommend. It's fantastic. It's still, I want the ability to stretch out and move around a little more often, and I'm finding I'm just not doing it while I'm working, because once I'm sitting into it, I don't want to stand up and move around. So one of the things that I said I was going to do this year, because I'd had knee surgery last year, was I want to build up some strength and start taking a bit better care of myself. So I decided, after a lot of research online, to go with the Fully Jarvis Standing Desk. They have, there's a lot of different companies that sell them, but I like the options that they had. I watched a lot of the videos where people talked about the stability of the product, the quality, that sort of thing. So that's the desk I decided to go with. The model, they give you a couple of choices when it comes to the model. So you can buy like an entire desk system with the top, the legs, it's all motorized, it can go up and down. You can set it with programmable buttons, or you can just have an option that'll just take it up and down. So the way I selected it was, I went with the extended model. So the extended model allowed it to go down to 24.5 inches and all the way up to 50 inches. So I'm 6'1", so I'm not super tall, but I wanted it to be able to go up as high as I wanted, like a good distance. The other choices that they give you when you're purchasing the desks themselves are the top. So I have an Ikea top, which I like. It's a very thin desk, but it's very long. So I really like it, and the reason I have this desk is because when we built this basement, I actually put a conduit in the floor and ran all the cabling that goes to my desk from a closet back here, which allows me to have no wires on the floor, and it just puts my desk straight center of the room, which is awesome. I really love that. So I want to keep the tabletop. So the nice thing about the Fully Jarvis is you can keep the top, and you can just buy the actual legs with the motors, which is what I ended up doing. So I purchased the extended range that went up and down. I purchased the programmable memory. So on the front of the desk, there is the ability to have program memory spots. So you can have it go up to a certain height and down to a certain height, all with the touch of one button. I think standard, if you don't do that, you can just have a standard up-down button that you can press and manually change. So I decided to go with the programmable memory. It wasn't a lot more. And then the other option they give you is how narrow or wide the desk needs to be. So like in terms of that, it would be like how long your desk is. And I chose the wide option because I have a very long desk. It's, I think, 78 inches or something like that. So I chose the one that went from 44 inches up to 82 inches. All in, it was $454 US. Which is pretty expensive, but you know, it's one of those things, like if it's going to help me improve my strength, health, and all that stuff, I'm willing to spend a few bucks on that. I live in Canada, so it cost me $60 to ship it here. So if you're from Canada, you know that you can actually get it to your house, which is great, because that was one of the things I was a little worried about, was how it was going to get here. And it took about a week. So they ship out on Thursdays when they're shipping to Canada, at least. So I ordered it on a Sunday. They shipped it on the Thursday, and I had it on the Monday. So it went pretty quick all in all, and it arrived in 2 boxes. They're about 65-pound boxes, and what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my setup the way it is today, and then I'm going to build the desk, and I'll do a little time lapse so you can see how it goes, and I'll let you know after, you know, how hard it was, what my thoughts are, and just overall impressions of the stuff themselves. So hang in there and watch the video. Thanks. So this is my current setup right now. I've got this Ikea desk right here. So it's got table legs here. There's the conduit that comes from the floor. All my wiring comes out. I have it mounted against the leg, and then I have wire system underneath the desk. But I've got 3 screens. This is a Herman Miller chair, which is super comfortable. Here's the 2 boxes that it was shipped with. So you can see they're not that big. They came pretty quickly as well, and they didn't get too banged up in the journey, so that's good news. They were about 65 pounds total, I think. So nobody likes an unbox video, but I'll open the boxes quickly, show you guys what's in them. And that's how it looks on the inside here when you open it. It's another box inside a box. Here, we'll take it out. Everything's packed really nicely. There's boxes in the box. Same with this one. When I opened this one, it had the same thing. It's got all your components and pieces. So here's what it looks like all unpacked. I'll give them props. They packed it all very nicely. Everything had a box and wrapping. The finishes on it are very nice. They look great. There's no flaws that I can see from just looking at everything. And it's nice polished matte black, which is beautiful. So it comes with everything you see here. It comes with the motor, the memory pad down here. Comes with the legs, the feet themselves, the piece that goes under the desk, some instructions, all the cords you need. So now we just gotta get started. So my desk is done. I get the Moron Award for videoing some of this and not recording audio, so I apologize for that. All in all, the desk took me 1 hour and 40 minutes to assemble. I was very happy with it. I had to read the instructions a lot. You've seen some of my other videos, you can tell I'm not the handiest person and I just didn't want to screw it up. So I took my time, worked at it nice and slow and got it done. I was finished, everything was good, and then I went to flip the desk over, and that's where I made my big critical mistake. I have my cheap Ikea top, and when I went to flip the desk over because it's new and heavy, I ripped the one set of legs pretty much straight out of it. So that was my mistake, and it was pretty easy to fix. What I did was I adjusted the legs outward a little more, re-screwed some new holes into it, and I was very careful with how I actually dealt with that. So I'm very satisfied with it so far. It's nice and easy, it's quiet. Here, let me show you. So right now I'm actually talking from it. Here's what it looks like stood up. So it can go very high. So you can just touch the screen here and you can go up. And so this is the top here, which is very tall on me. Like if you look at me here, let's see. This is me, this is the desk. I'm 6'1", so this is like more height than I actually need. What I did was I programmed the buttons here, so you can see, well, first you bring it to the height you want. So I've already done that in this case. So say for example, I wanted this to be the new height here. Say for example, I wanted this to be the new height. I hit the memory key, I hit the number I want it to be, let's say number 1, and that would be my new memory for this one. So I've actually set it now for my chair, so that for number 1, it'll go down. So here it goes, nice and quiet, listen. What'd that take, about 30 seconds? And I got it just right so it doesn't crush my arms in my chair or hit anything else. And that's usually where I would sit. When I want to go up, I just have to hit number 2. Back it goes. So minus my mistake, I'm like very satisfied with how this all went together. It's very robust. It's got really nice solid metal. It's got a nice smooth finish to it. I'm really impressed with it. Nothing came scratched, nothing came broken. The instructions were pretty easy to follow. It came well boxed, so I was happy with that part. I'd say my one flaw, well, not the one thing I knew, and I knew this going into it, that I was going to have a problem with was my unique setup. So I have my desk in the middle of the room, and I have wires that basically don't run to a computer here. They go through a conduit. So right here, through the floor, through the wall, and over to here. So this wire here isn't one of them, but it goes to my computer here in a closet. This closet door can close. And it's nice and neat and quiet. So normally I wouldn't have any wires, so this one here is new. This one here is just not long enough, so I actually needed a longer one that I could run through there. But the problem is that I need enough wire to go up to my desk, so I'm gonna have to get a sheath or something to go around all these wires to make it look like one wire that moves up and down, because having all this is a mess. I hate it. The other thing is I'm gonna improve on this. It's obviously, because it's in the middle of my room, the back part looks really messy. So this has always kind of looked messy. I've sort of cleaned it up over the years, but I think what I'll do is I'll put something here to block so you don't see the wires. So if I only have one cable going up, and then this is sort of blocked off, it's gonna look a lot better. Overall though, I'm like very happy with the setup. I love this spot in my office. It's just got a great perspective of everything. So out to the TV room, out family room there, and then I can work from here. So there you go, that's the tour. So I just want to thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you found it enjoyable, and I was happy to put this one together. I think I'm gonna really enjoy this new space, and if you have any questions or comments, let me know. If you have any feedback, maybe I could have done something better, probably with the screw business. Or hey, better yet, if you know how I can do the wiring better, that would be fantastic. I'm gonna look around online to see if I can find a kind of neat solution to hide some wire here, but that's, like I said, the one thing that bugs me about this whole thing. The rest of it I love. So that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and thanks again for the last 1,000 viewers, and looking forward to doing some more videos for you guys. Cheers.